German government has admitted to subsidizing every electric car they've sold that's been built in Germany to the tune of more than $10.5 billion over the course of only a few years. If you actually drill down and look at the numbers, we see what Germany has admitted to, but we put all the numbers together. And the truth is here, the German automotive industry has subsidized every single electric car by around about $10,000. Germany says that the Chinese government is unfairly subsidizing electric cars in China. But they've recently admitted, the statistics say, Germany has spent $5,250 in subsidies on every single electric car. In fact, that number might be incorrect because that includes plug-in hybrids, which receive slightly lower subsidies. It's likely Germany has spent around $6,000 on every single electric car that's been sold in Europe that was made by German manufacturers. Now keep in mind, a very large percentage of those parts in those cars comes from China itself. I've been saying for a long time, the whole myth being perpetuated in Europe that car companies don't receive subsidies from their own governments is utterly nonsensical. And the German government have just, well, basically confirmed that that's correct. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. German government has admitted that they have invested a staggering $10.5 billion on the sales of 2 million electric cars. But here's the thing. It's probably more than what it sounds because 733,000 of those 2 million cars were only plug-in hybrids. And obviously, we all know plug-in hybrids have a much, much smaller battery pack, especially German-made ones. Many of them have a range of about 10 kilometers or about 6 miles. Not all of them. Plenty of them don't, but lots of them do. So it's possible that $6,000 to $8,000 was spent, US dollars we're talking here, on every electric car sold. Now, those subsidies, in my opinion, are very large. The German government has criticized the US government, and I made several videos saying that this was completely illogical and unfair. The German government has said, America, they are doing unfair tactics here by subsidizing their own car industry. This is disgraceful. And they have very vocally opposed these subsidies from the American government, which is truly, utterly hypocritical because they're subsidizing their own EV industry almost to exactly the same level, which is staggering. Anyhow, the Federal Office for Economic Affairs and Export Control, which is in charge of the payments, told newspapers that total approvals for the purchase premiums have reached 2 million. The subsidies have been used to purchase 1.23 million electric vehicles and 770,000 plug-in hybrids, but unfortunately research has shown that in Germany, the plug-in hybrids are rarely used as electric vehicles. They're primarily driven on gasoline. Only 400 hydrogen-powered cars were subsidized through the scheme because no one really buys hydrogen-powered vehicles in Europe or in Germany. So far this year, the Driven.io says that the German government has received more than 300,000 applications for subsidies, and the government aims to have 15 million electric vehicles on the road by 2030. Many experts say this target won't be met or is unlikely to be met based on current EV sales in Germany. Now, I disagree with that strongly. I believe it will be met. In fact, I think it's very, very likely based on sales numbers of EVs. We've seen enormous growth, up 170%, 2 straight months in a row in the months of July and August. Germany has been promoting the purchase of low-emission cars since 2016, but not EVs though. That's been more recent. Starting from this year, only EVs or fuel cell vehicles are eligible for subsidies, and that has come about as a result of research studies showing that plug-in hybrids are really used as EVs in the country. In previous years, the subsidy also covered hybrid vehicles, which obviously use a combustion engine and electric motor, but unfortunately, because most German plug-in hybrids, while most of them have a very, very limited electric-only range, and most of them are actually business or fleet vehicles, so therefore they're really used as EVs. Currently, the subsidy amounts to €4,500 for cars costing up to €40,000, €3,000 for those costing $40,000 to $65,000, from the 1st of January 2024, the subsidy of cars costing up to 45,000 euros will be cut to 3,000. And since September the 1st, 2023, only private individuals are eligible to apply. But the thing is here, these subsidies are all false. This is all a big joke, because the truth is Germany has subsidized EVs by a lot more than what I've reported so far. This is all a lot of bullshit, because the truth is Germany subsidizes its own automotive industry to the tune of billions of dollars per year. This is simply one part of the picture. If we put all the pictures together here, we'll start to realize the true picture is that Germany has probably subsidized EV sales to the tune of more than 10,000 US dollars per car. If you look at the actual subsidies that Germany as a government gives to its automotive industry per year, it's in the many billions of dollars. Now, the automotive industry obviously provides a lot of jobs to the sector, a lot of taxes are paid, so it's not exactly clear cut. It's not like the automotive industry is being completely propped up by the German government, but the German government has given it billions, tens and tens of billions of dollars over the last 10 years. So therefore, this whole concept that China is artificially creating its own car market is just complete crap, because the truth is China, unlike Germany, has focused on supporting EVs. Germany has just focused on supporting the automotive industry. That is why China is so far ahead of Germany in EV development. It's not necessarily the amount of subsidies, it's the focus on what those subsidies have been for. The Chinese government has been supporting EVs now since 2003. Now, the German government has only really gotten on the bandwagon over the last few years. That is the difference. Public policy, public decision-making, Germany only has itself to blame. And trying to criticize China for doing something that you do, in my opinion, is kind of embarrassing. But hey, it's the routine, it's the thing right now to simply decry the evils of China, and therefore it makes it all okay. It makes us feel like, as the West, we made the right decisions, they're evil, they're bad, and we're the right ones, we're doing the right things. Now, the truth is, I actually agree in some respect with those claims. Chinese government does a lot of dodgy stuff. They shut down my website when I was in China, completely shut it down, because they didn't like what I was saying. And I wasn't really criticizing the government. I just made a few comments here and there. But really, this is the kind of thing that does happen in China. I'm not saying I'm for that. In fact, I'm vehemently against that. One of the things I've noticed in the West is we don't like to take responsibility for our decisions. We like to blame other people. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on all this in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.